to talk about how we can really fast track success at repair stores using the right metrics for your digital marketing. And also, Ben is here who'll talk more about how operations and managing operations in your store can really help you amp up that growth. So, we're excited. Hi, Ben. Hi, Saad. How's it going?
Hey guys, thank you.
Hey guys, super excited to be here.
Perfect. So, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah, we can.
Awesome. So I'll quickly run through the agenda for today. First of all, we'll talk a bit about RepairDesk Digital and the services that we are offering and how we are helping a lot of stores really bring in more leads every month and improve month over month. And then this is a webinar series, so we're really going to talk about what's really in it for you and how you can use this webinar series to learn some actionable insights and implement in your own store. We'll talk about some challenges of repair stores, and then Ben will talk about patching the leaky bucket and how it has helped him with his store Gadgetmatics. Finally, Saad will talk more about growth strategies and how digital marketing can help you land more leads. And then we'll conclude this session on a very exciting note. So quickly, at RepairDesk, we've recently started this initiative, RepairDesk Digital. We've been helping clients for more than 10 months now, and over these 10 months, we've generated more than $100,000 in leads, $100,000 worth of leads, and then we've helped more than 120 stores really amp up their growth through using this proven metric of digital marketing. So most of you already know running Google Ads is a proper hassle for repair stores, but thanks to Saad and his team who have figured it out, a good
Yeah, Hamid, I think can you guys hear Hamid?
fix how to really keep your ads running, organic search and SEO to bring more on that as we move forward. You guys hear me?
We can hear you now.
Yeah, we can.
Perfect. So quickly, as the theme of this webinar is, number one, we are going to talk more about challenges, what challenges repair stores face as they grow or as they open, and then what are stages that they need to accomplish, what are some milestones that they are going after, and what are some hurdles that they face. And we have Ben here who can talk more on this aspect since he's also running a repair store. So Ben, you there?
Yes, yeah.
Perfect. So Ben, it would be nice if you can, walk us through from a repair store owner's point of view, what are different milestones that you consider for a repair store's growth, and then what are some challenges that they often face?
Yeah, so if you follow me on Facebook at all, you've probably seen that I talk about how repair shops are too complex, and I think that's one of the biggest hurdles that they face. That as they start trying to build the business, they start trying to change and transform it into something that it really wasn't in the first place, and they start to try to add on these really random services that aren't really in line. So I think that's one of the biggest struggles is understanding how to profit on the business that you're already getting, and to make like an ascension ladder on the profits from that. And that's, in a general sense, that's where I think a lot of people, in all types of business, not just repair shops themselves, but how do you take that screen repair and how do you maximize the profit on it by adding on a protection plan, by adding on a battery, by adding on, all these other services on that single item. And that's really where we see the most growth, is understanding how to take what you're already doing and maximize it.
Perfect. And for example, when you open a new store, what is your go-to strategy to acquire business? How do you plan to bring more customers, or at least customers, into your store?
Yeah, so the biggest areas that I think, I'll talk on this when I'm talking about the patch and leaky bucket, but carrier stores are like an immediate source of traffic for your store, and then apart from that, you could also run ads, but just the local businesses in the area, like if you're like literally starting out day one, I would literally just be meeting every single door of every other business out there, letting them know that you're new in the area. People love to support new businesses, or at least come to check you out, and that would be a pretty good source from the very beginning, at least, to get it going that way.
Brilliant. And then you talk about how you basically ensure that these customers retain and then keep coming back again and again.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the things that I'll share with the leaky bucket is, how to, get the email address of every single customer that walks in your
Yeah.
door, how to follow back up with them, how to ensure that you're building that trust that allows them to then feel comfortable referring their friends to you. And essentially you have this massive trust circle of people that are visiting you, and everything's based on trust. And it doesn't really matter on your pricing or, really on your services. It all comes down to the trust that they feel. And that's why they keep coming back. And that's like the really big thing, is how to build the trust that keeps customers coming back.
Perfect. So you mentioned trust. At some point in time, have you ever, tried incentivizing people for referrals or leaving reviews for your store?
Yeah, as far as like as far as like leaving reviews, I think that's one of those things that, as long as the customer trusts you, they're going to give you a good review and they want to help you out. As far as like incentivizing reviews, we haven't necessarily, done that. But as far as incentivizing a second visit to your store, we definitely have, as far as like offering a discount through an email or through a call and text follow-up, things like that. So as far as emails or reviews, those are just solely, off the trust that's built. Incentivizing the second visit, yeah, most definitely.
Awesome. So how do you normally communicate once someone has made a purchase? How does your cadence run? For example, is it like a couple of days later that you hit them again, or email, text? How does it go?
Yeah, so we call every single customer 1 to 2 weeks after they've been to our store. For one, we want to make sure that that their service is going well. Want to collect their email address if we haven't already. Want to remind them that we do offer other services, and we just go through that. But about 1 to 2 week delay on once they've come to us in the first place.
Brilliant. And normally, is it discounts that you pitch them for a second visit, or it's just that you normally check up on them if they were satisfied for the first review, and then you create an opportunity for maybe a potential second visit?
Yeah, it both as far as that goes. So you can incentivize it to give them like a 10%, 15% off discount if they want to come back, or they can share it with a friend. So that seems to work out pretty good. But yeah, we do the like 10 to 15% discount and roll it that way.
Perfect. And how has, RepairDesk as a point of sale system helped or can help different people who use RepairDesk in, patching up this leaky bucket?
One of the big things is the automations with the email sending. That's a really big one. Also like text that are able to send out. But, also for the most obvious one is just keeping track of your customers as they come in and having a place to even put that email address. I think that's one of those things is we can always ask all these, gather all this data, but if we don't have a place to actually hold it like in a CRM, then that's really where we fail. But that's one of the biggest things with having a proper point of sale is, it just being the central focus of being able to call and text follow up people, being able to review back on the past services that have been done to check for quality control and things like that. But it's like that central focus that there's a whole lot of aspects of it that I think a lot of people overlook, but the consistency and just, gathering the data, putting it in there and utilizing it, sending out the emails is key, the consistency of that.
Perfect. So in most of the upsells and resells, right, point of sale system really helps you because it manages all your contact list and you know how much business you're making from each and every account that you have there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Brilliant. So yeah, obviously as a business owner, it is always a focus how to make more money than what you made in the past month. And it looks like upsells can really help that, which is one part of the equation. And then there's the other part of the equation where obviously you need net new business every month. How do you keep track of how many people who are now interacting with your business who have never interacted before, is not a referral or not someone who came because of natural footfall of the business location, but someone who's primarily found you online and then initiated a contact with you guys? Is there any way that you keep track of it?
Yeah. So that is always like the I think that's a hurdle for a lot of people, and even us at times. But we try to keep track the best that we can of every single customer that comes in, just by asking, hey, how did you hear about us? And then that way you can track that with each sale, figuring out if it was just Google, if it was just randomly they saw your sign, or if a friend referred them, a carrier, things like that. The more data you can gather on that, even if it's not that specific, you'll just see the trends in it to be able to know really where to focus or where you're lacking. But that's a big one for us is to look back on that.
Perfect. So, talk about your store. Currently, are you guys anything that you're doing for digital marketing? What are your plans? And obviously, we've kind of partnered up, and that is something that we'll disclose soon. But currently, at what stage do you think you stand from a digital marketing's point of view?
From a digital marketing point of view, so in complete transparency for everyone out here, like I have done a little bit of digital marketing in the past, but like I haven't done anything that incredibly consistent. Maybe 3-4 years ago, we had kind of hit it for a couple months, and then we had just stopped. However, the biggest thing for me where I feel good at this point, as far as getting back into digital marketing, is we've patched the leaky bucket. Basically, our systems on bringing customers in will ensure that they won't just fall back out of that bucket and become lost, that they then go back into that cycle of always cultivating them, bringing them back into the store. That way, every single ad lead that comes in from the ads goes right back into that cycle of being cultivated, where we call and text follow them, where we send out the email, where they feel trusted, where they can come back. And that's that's where I feel repair shops need to get to, is patch up your leaky bucket, build the foundation that ads can grow on. That way, you can dump as much money in ads and they don't leak back out, and you can really scale at that point. So, I feel like we've been incredibly healthy. We're not wanting to get into ads because we're hurting it all. It's really just like the cherry on top that we can just really dump the money into, and really see the growth at that point, because it's not out of necessity. It's really out of it's out of necessity, but not because of necessity where we're hurting it all. It's because of necessity where we want to grow, and it's strategic at this point.
Excellent, definitely. So obviously, the service that you provide is the number one reason anyone will come back again, and then how you treat them after the sale. Obviously, digital marketing is like just the first handshake, and after that, it's all operations. And I mean, it's very important for you to really retain the customer once they enter your door. So I heard this somewhere, and it sticks with me, that anyone who has the best experience is their least expectation from the next place. So you really have to meet their standards, meet them whatever they're expecting. Sometimes it happens with stores that their digital marketing is top notch, and they boost a lot on in their website, but once someone gets the service, usually they end up giving a bad review because the service is not on point, or maybe the communication is not at that point. Do you think?
100%. You always see those posts, especially in like CPRST and things like that in the Facebook groups, that people will say, "Oh, customers nowadays are this way," or "Customers are this way," and they're talking about how they're all complaining. And I'm like, you don't argue with those that you trust, and so your customers only argue with them because they don't trust you. And that's like the biggest aspect of that, is you can convince them to come in, they trusted you, but then the experience is slightly different, or it's slightly like micro abrasive, and then that's where the issues come at that point. But I totally agree.
Yeah, totally. Perfect. So I'll quickly now have Saad, come up here and get a hot mic and share with us how he intends to take this project, and how across different, in this series of webinars, how he wants to, share his successes with this brand.
Hey, thank you, Hamid. Thank you, Ben. So, when we talk about digital marketing, the first thing comes up is you just have a few people know about SEO. Some people just know about Google Ads. Some people just know about putting a post on Facebook and social media channels. Some people are just around Google My Business, and they consider it the best SEO strategy or the best digital strategy that is available for the mobile repair or repair shop business. But when we actually talk about moving the needle about for our repair shop business, there is a lot happening underneath these algorithm engines. We have to ensure that we are properly placing, we are properly, inputting all the right success metrics, the best practices, everything by the books for the Google, so they can actually, start sending you traffic. You can purchase the traffic from the social, from the Google Ads. This whole comes up with the best strategy. Many people just burn their budgets. Many people, on running different ads. Many people just create a beautiful website which is not converting. So these basically are the unanswered and uncertain fears of a mobile repair business owners that we have been talking over the last couple of months. Their concerns about following one path is good, following the other path is not good. So over the time, we have mastered the best strategies that help a mobile repair shop, a gadget repair shop, to quickly rank up, to quickly bring in the customers, to target and patch up with the digital marketing strategies, patch up their website with the relevant and targeted audience, and bring them leads that convert. See my point? So
Yeah.
I'll quickly share my screen. And before I share my screen, if you guys have any questions regarding any strategy, anything that you think is the best, is not the best strategy to follow, you can all hop in here and you can leave your questions, and I will answer in the end of this quick audit overview how we can actually do the audit. Yeah. Okay. Let me share my screen. So I quickly go over the Ben shop website, right? Let me know if you guys can see it. It's visible, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Saad, be nice to Ben.
Sorry?
I'm saying be nice to Ben.
Yeah,
Be
of course.
easy on me on this one.
Of course. All right. So the number one rule for the local business website is basically is the first impression your customer will be seeing before they walk into your shop, before they talk to any of your staff member, right? So your website, your social media, your GMB, these all play in the part. So basically your marketing starts right from there. When somebody actually visits your website, they search you on Google, they see your ad or they see your ranking, they click on it, or they read about you, your reviews and everything in the Google My Business, and then eventually they come into your website. The first impression. So our analysis or data analysis team has find out that the first 5 seconds are the most important time span for a user to actually become a customer or bounce off. And we also see that people don't just open one website, they have like multiple websites already open in the same tab. So the first thing that they want to see is information. They want to see authenticity. They want to see an authority of your brand. They want to see that this business is available. This business is fresh. This business has all the relevant information which they're trying to find out. So for instance, if I have an issue with my phone and I want to replace a screen, I find a keyboard. I find a keyword. I be from my phone or I be from my computer. I be typing in probably cell phone repair shop near me, and I may come across this website. I click on it. This is the first impression I would be having. Then so much blue, no mobile shop or your shop actual pictures, um, not many real human face. You see my point? Still, even if these have all these stock photos, but the connection is always with the human. Even if you put up some stock photos, that won't have a deep impact if until unless we have some real pictures from the shop. So this is the number one thing that I always preach to my clients, that you always have to have your real shop pictures over here, which will have a greater impact as compared to stock photos or photos of gadgets or inside of the phone. Now I will talk about section by section that how the best. I will also audit your website, man, but at the same time I will also share what would be the best section replacement here that can actually impact. So for instance, if your top bar is very important, your logo should be prominent enough. Why? Because it's your branding. It should be the customer will be actually searching you on Facebook. They will be coming across your retargeting campaign. So this branding should be prominent enough that it recalls them whenever they see your logo. Your first top bar menu is very important. If they click on services, they should not be popping up on a section. In fact, they should be seeing a drop down, or they at least have one or two of your prominent services popping up here. Your contact us, your reviews. Nobody actually wants to read reviews about you here. They want to see it right in the center of the page, just like this. See my point? So your top bar has some, over the time we have experiment and A/B test 5 to 7 different navigation links and structure. Few of them are very helpful, which includes home, which includes about you, about the shop, which includes contact details with phone number, a prominent phone number, not on the top bar. The email can go down, and then there should be top 2 or 3 services and then more services over here. This is the best that we find out. It should not be overwhelming. It should not be very minimalistic. It should be right what people want to find out the information. This is your hero area. This hero area should have your shop picture, should have a compressed a contact form, or what we basically do is we do not include the contact form in the hero section. We place it 2 sections below it, because this is the first impression. This is like the door opening of your shop. This is the first impression that a person will be gaining from your website, right? So this should have all the relevant information. This text, I like it. Broken device, don't worry, we fixed that, right? But it should also have some information: shop opening times, mail, walk-in appointments or something like this, more information about your business. And then a contact form section on the right. The other option is that there should be a call to action button. Click on it and it should be opening a pop-up button, a pop-up form, or it should take you down to the contact us option. On a landing page on a website, you should have soft call to action. So this is basically call to action, CTA. You should have a hard call to action. That should be a call, that should be a quick contact, and there should be another hard CTA that can have a long form where everybody should be filling out the detailed information, probably booking in from the widget that can be connected with the POS of RepairDesk. So this way you can actually have the whole information. Somebody who is already in the mindset to set up a booking with their shop, so they will be using that form. There are some missing elements. You can actually have different, these 4 non-clickable, non-linked section can actually have different pages. The reason for these separate pages about each of these services is because they will be connected with the email, keywords. Those keywords will be connected with the content. That content will help you rank for each of your service, right? Now, you can also explain, and you can also utilize this real estate on your homepage for 2 of your prominent services. So this can even further elongate your homepage. It's ending right here. It looks like a landing page rather than a premium shop homepage, right? Then you have a location. So the location section should be, you have a repeating background, the repeating background element for the graphics. It should have a shop background. It should have a like outside of your shop. Somebody, once they actually reach to your shop, the first glance they see your building or the shop location, that should be here. We have tested different pictures from inside shop, with the staff, without the staff, outside. The best one is when you actually use the shop picture taken from afar. So the first time you park your car, you are seeing the shop, that broad angle view, that should be here, with the information of your contact details, emails, or office and shop hours, the person who will be mostly available, few people name if mentioned here, that would be another chatting on the top, so they know, like, okay, I'm going to meet Steve there, I'm going to meet Ben over there, for instance. Yeah. And then your map can be dynamic. Map can also, there are some different features available in WordPress which can make map look more beautified, more easy to navigate. Not to forget your review section. So your review section is good. It should always have the positive reviews, but I also recommend having some negative reviews. Makes you feel more authentic. Not many people agree with this, but I always find out, like, if I go to a shop and I find all 5-star reviews, I'm like, they just want you to, we know that they want you to know only about the positive reviews, but imagine, I call it negative remarketing. If there is a concern, 3-star, 2-star rating, and person is saying they closed too early, they tried to provide me this service, they did not, and you have answered that query. So basically what you're doing is you're reverse engineering it and you are reselling a service. You are basically answering like a FAQ section for the other customers who will be reading the bad review. I give you a trade secret here. Customers, I have done this survey, customers don't go for the positive reviews. They always click on the 1-star or 2-star reviews, and they try to read those. What's happening, what's wrong with these guys, why they, or what's missing with this business. You see my point? And answer properly, professionally. If those reviews are answered properly and professionally with detail, that actually plays more impact as compared to a positive 5-star review. You see my point? So another the trade thing that I always recommend to my clients is using the video, a short video about your shop mixed with few of your client testimonials. Imagine a mother with her child comes in and she got her iPhone or a phone screen repaired. You ask them, you take a picture of them, happy face, before after picture of your of the broken and fixed mobile, and you have explained, hey, Martha came here and she got her son's phone fixed, they are now our happy customer. Something like this to intrigue a conversation. People will not be staying more than a minute on this homepage. On average, on out of 125 different accounts that we have, on average we see 32 to 60 seconds is the max time that person is spending time over here. I'll quickly give you an overview. So this is a one-page website. This is applicable, this is more helpful if it's a landing page for Google Ads, if it's a landing page for a specific offer. But for a home page, your business should have different sections which should be linked to different pages. From an SEO point of view, this website is not SEO formatted properly. If you see, there is your favicon is also displaying a WordPress icon. You see my fine. Seems like somebody actually started working on it, but they got busy somewhere else. But don't worry, man. You know, we will take care of it now. So the idea is we want it to look like, so you spend a lot of money on shelves, on branding your shop, on spending a good amount of lighting, all those welcome brochures and collateral in your shop. Exactly the same way your website should act and look. So this is from a branding point of view. Everything I explain is from a branding point of view, from a conversion point of view. Now talking about the SEO. Till now, if you have any quick question, Ben.
No, no, it's no. I agree with it all. I think there's kind of two aspects to businesses. A lot of times people focus on they'll put in the work with fixing a phone and making sure the screen protector is straight. But then, like you mentioned, take a picture with the customer, take a picture of the device. Like, what if we just added those mechanics into it? A lot of times people go, I don't have time to take a picture, but they always have time to make sure the screen protector is straight. So like, it's our priorities. If we just priority the customer experience and that image afterwards, like, and build it into our systems, it then becomes an everyday regular thing. And we consider it to be almost just like making sure the screen protector is straight, making sure the charge port lens is out, all that kind of stuff. And take picture of the customer, take picture of the device, and add that to your system. So I love it.
True. Thank you. Now from a technical point of view, now we have to feed the algorithms who are basically bringing you the traffic. Your connection with your customers is with the Google. Most 80% of your traffic will be coming from Google. Social media, and these are the second tier of the funnel. So when I talk about the funnel, imagine the journey of your customer. You have two types of major segmentation of the services for which they will be finding your business. One is 911 service. They broke their phone, they are in panic. They want to find a website or a business who can quickly fix their iPhone or phone repair, or the phone died and they are trying to search from their friend's phone, mobile repair shop near me, cell phone repair shop near me, cell phone repair shop in Long Island. The other one is like trade-ins, retail, or they have a secondary phone, they have a crack on their phone, their battery is giving issues, so they are like not in a hurry, so they have their time to research and find. Probably they find a shop near their office, their workplace, or they will try to find a shop where they will be on the weekends. So eventually, for all those type of segments of the customers, we have to cater them by properly connecting the bridge for their search terms with our website. That means we have to ensure that our SEO and our keywords are properly in place on the website. The technical SEO aspect, the on-page SEO aspect. So these mobile repair shops and gadget repair shops, they are dependent on local SEO. They are dependent on GMB. These two works together. The local SEO and Google My Business Optimization, they work together. They are aligned together. You have to ensure that all your local area targeted keywords with the area keywords, with the device keywords, with the repair nature keyword, they should be properly researched, mapped, and in place in the content. Those content will be placed on different pages on the website. This way, your website will be structurized and properly interlinked, and Google will start learning about, and then all those SEO best practice once implemented, Google will algorithm will start learning that okay, you guys are providing this service, you guys are providing iPhone repair, you guys are providing iPad repair, and once somebody is actually within that area, they will try to search for iPad repair, your shop will be popping up. And then comes in the backlinks. So backlinks is like the juice we are keep giving to your website, so it starts ranking up. Similarly, there is a map strategy which we follow. So the map, the first few map rankings, we want your GMB to rank over there. So there are like two real estate assets on a Google search, which brings you the best result: your Google My Business listing and then your website. People searching, 95% of the people we have find out are searching from the mobile, searching for a cell phone repair shop. They're from their searching it from a mobile phone device. That means your website should also be super optimized for the mobile device. Now they will be seeing map listing, they will be seeing the website, but if your website is not properly SEO optimized, it won't be showing in the results. If it's not properly kept on optimized and link juice is not getting transferred and new content is not giving the data freshness impact, it will not start ranking up. So there will be other shops that will be outbeating you. People just click first 5 or 3 links on the phone, they just open 2 links and they make their decision. So you have to be in the top tier of the game. Now quickly give you a few of the tools analysis. We use SEMrush, Local Viking, Ahref, Majestic SEO Spy, a few other tools from where we do the analysis and from where we do the research. Yeah, if I see your website, mostly you're actually ranking for your own brand keywords. Yeah, your organic keywords are actually going down. They start ranking up a bit for the top 3 position, and that one keyword that you can see is your own brand keyword. That means 140 people who know about your brand because of some offline marketing, probably some referral marketing, they will be the only one who will be finding you. All of the keywords, they're on either page 4, page 6. So first 10 is first page, 11 to 20 is second page. So you have to be in the first 10 positions. And if I give you a deep down analysis of your local keyword, wow, you are on number 1 for your own brand name, but these are just 140 people. I believe like 40 of them are just us, yeah, trying to search for your shop. But imagine if somebody is actually trying to search for a cell phone shop or cell phone repair, they will not be finding you on the first page until unless they are very near to your, probably 1 or 2 blocks away. So you have to make this super green. You have to make this is a GeoGrid ranking analysis. We use the Local Viking, we also use SEMrush, we also use Bright Local. The idea is that the more your local SEO is done, the more greener it is. The more greener it is, that means like the number 1 means you are ranking on the first position, then 2 and 3. You have to be over there, so you get more traffic, more visitors. These visitors are actually responsible. They will be converting as a lead, they will be filling out form, they will be calling you, and they will be giving you the business. The second strategy over here is the Google Ads. For your website, many people, I quickly give you a glance. I probably can't cover all of those detailed analysis and everything in the same webinar, but I quickly give you an analysis that a strategy analysis that many people do a mistake. They use the same pages that they have created for a SEO purpose for Google Ads. What we do is, should I reveal this strategy? Okay, I just reveal this strategy. What we do is we have completely no index, no follow. That means Google bots cannot rank them, but they are live pages on the same website in the subdomain, and we bring in the traffic from Google on those pages. Why? Because we are limited to rank for SEO. We have to have a certain scope of keywords, a content, a design, a structure of the website. But on Google traffic, the paid traffic, we have a different scope. So we rather going for the keywords and limiting ourselves. We go for the offers. We go for a lot more content for business focus than the SEO focus. This way, the traffic coming on the landing page will see a different page as compared to the traffic coming from SEO. Now the third part, the traffic comes into your website. What's next? If they don't convert, they go bounce off, and probably the guy is on the Walmart waiting for her wife, and He's trying to find a shop, and then a wife comes in and he's like, okay, let's drive. We have to retarget that person back. So we will be using second tier of the retargeting campaigns on Google Display, Facebook, probably YouTube ads. Few of our clients are actually using the YouTube ads, and it's working out. Some of them are going even further, and they're trying to do the TikTok ads. The idea is you have the person who needs a service. He was in the zone at that time. He came to your website. That person is in the need of the service, but he, for some circumstances, he has to bounce off. You have to keep reminding that person. So whenever that person is in the decision making point for finding a repair shop, rather than he or she again starts searching for a repair shop, they jump into your website, because you have make them memorize your brand. Got it? And then comes in, let me show you the GMB. So this is your GMB, right? So you have a highly recommended, courteous and very knowledgeable, did a very tedious repair to my iPad. That should have a very good response. There is another bad review. This is an opportunity that you can retwist the conversation over here. Basically, your GMB is your sales pitch. People coming on your GMB, they will be reading about your reviews, and believe me, nobody goes for the best reviews first. They always find first, and that's how I do. That's how everybody else do. If everybody agrees with me, please raise your hand or send in the comment in the chat. Everybody tries to find out the number one review, or one star review, or 2-star review. The reason is because you want to find out what worse they can do with your device. Are they good in customer service? Are they unconsciously they're trying to find out issues with their business? So they are well prepared, or they should not go with that. So people try to develop the reputation management system, where we have implemented with the RepairDesk POS a lot of different strategies to help you gain through Campaigner a good number of reviews. But even if you're getting some bad reviews, which cannot be ignored, which cannot be avoided until unless you have a very top-notch service. But again, there are customers who may not be a good fit or may not be having a good day. For those, you can convert this conversation back into a sales call. You can answer their queries in a best way, so that the next person will be like, yeah, the customer was wrong. Customer perceived it wrong. Yeah, these guys are professionally replying it. Then comes in your GMB information. That should be super complete. I have find out many of our clients comes in. I have even seen a question here that what if they don't have a storefront? They can't post the pictures. They can't put up a lot of pictures over here. Basically, they can at least utilize working pictures of somebody fixing a phone, somebody repair pad picture. So you are giving them an impression that you guys are the experts. You guys are welcoming the customers here. Before they walk in, GMB and website are your first impression for the business. Even if you have the best location, even if you have the best storefront, even if you have the best staff in it, they will not know. Your website and search traffic will never know until unless they walk in. So the first thing they will be seeing is your website and GMB. So we have to make sure that that's properly implemented, completed. All the information is there regularly on posted questions. You can even ask your team to ask questions, and those questions can be answered. So people having how much time you take for repairing an iPhone screen or something like this, these can be frequently asked there and answered from different accounts. Then you can start posting up pictures. Those pictures are very important. Once you have a proper knowledge graph implemented on your website, so Google will pick up and they will start showing relevant information from other local listing websites as well, from your social media website as well. So you look like a very proper, authentic, big business, super professional with all the accomplishments and facilities to cater clients, right? So this is the first phase of the audit. The second phase of the audit that we will be talking on in the next series of our webinars, that will be going deep with the SEO, going deep with the Google search ads, and going deep with the funnel implementation on the website. We will also talk about aesthetics and graphics and the structure of the website, what converts well. We have designed and developed more than 150 websites for different mobile repair shops in US, And we have learned out that what works and what does not work. Even if you find out that there are different information sections on different websites, there are some big franchise brands. They have a very minimalistic view. Not single repair shop owner can just copy paste those. So there is a strategy behind everything. There is a branding strategy behind it. Then there is a SEO strategy behind it. So your websites, your funnels, your Google ads, your Facebook social media, and GMB should all be working and aligned together to help your business bring in the relevant customers that converts and gives you the revenue, right? Any question till now? I hope I did not make everybody feel bored and sleepy. Yeah. Imagine we doing it all on the documents and graphics, and then all those 100 people working on a dev design and SEO. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, Saad, go
Yeah.
ahead.
yeah, please go ahead, Hamid.
Yeah. So obviously, perfectly done analysis, and now it looks like we have some actionable insights that we'll be using to improve the website experience, at the same time work on
Sorry,
accomplish. And sorry, do you want to say anything?
we lost you there.
Yeah.
Can you come?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah. So Saad, I just want you to share what will you achieve in 1 month's time? What are things to track, and how can we basically track the progress that we make during this first month while we are working on the website and some keywords for organic search?
Perfect. So we will be in our next webinar. What we want to accomplish is, first is the mock-up design of a newly built website, which is ready for cater the traffic from SEO, and it will also have some landing pages to cater the paid traffic from Google search. We will share those designs. Along with that, we will also share a list of keywords, how they are mapped, what's the best process to map them on the pages of the website, and how the content is right around those keywords, so they make sense and they does not look like a robotic tone, but they also helps the Google bots, because when you are writing a content, it should be friendly for Google bots. At the same time, it's making sense to the customers. So we will be accomplishing the first phase of the game, that will be designing the website and mapping all the keywords and initiate writing the content on that.
Righty, perfect. So currently it looks like that our current brand is just ranking on their brand name.
Yeah.
And in 1 month's time, we'll see what other keywords we've started ranking on.
Yeah.
And with the new website, new experience, how often do we appear in the local grid, and if the situation improves.
Exactly.
Perfect. And one big, go ahead.
On that note, just to highlight, I mean, since Gadgetmatic is getting a lot of business against their brand name, which tells a lot about their service, that people actually remember them. So kudos to Ben team. I wanted to make sure Ben doesn't feel bad. but, but but at the same time, you can see that it's such a low hanging fruit that you're actually getting ranking on some of the keyword, but you're not on first page. Do you know who goes to second page?
No one.
No one goes over there. So that's our common SEO joke.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're getting I mean, local SEO where you're competing with local brand. It's such a low hanging fruit for self repair shops, that if they do their website right, if they maintain their Google listing properly, have all the information, if they are regularly posting content on their Google listing, on their website, they can easily rank on first page of Google for different keywords: cell phone repair near me, tablet repair near me, computer repair near me. And then they can go for long tail keywords as well, like
Yeah.
iPhone 10 near me, or and just like Saad mentioned in the beginning, a website, people focus a lot on improving their in-store services, but they struggle improving their online presence, whereas
Yeah.
your online presence is just like your home. If you look at all the good brands, CPR, Ubreak, iFix, Techie, and they spend a lot of money, even though you don't have a lot of budget, but you have RepairDesk Digital, where we can help you put together a really nice looking website without breaking a bank, without breaking your a lot of money. So yeah, uh, Hamid, over to you. Sorry, I jumped
Perfect.
in.
Yeah.
I for a
So
thought.
yeah, I mean, this all sounds great. I mean, I'm pretty excited about the next webinar also, and see everything that Saad just said so proudly. I'm just trying to see where where he takes us from here. And before just closing this off, holiday season is coming up, and we've seen for brands they're already really amped up, and they really want to leverage Google Ads to basically during this holiday season. How can Google Ads help them? Saad, can you comment a bit on that, and then we'll sign off.
Yeah, many people are actually trying to achieve a lot through SEO. Many of our clients who have newly onboarded and they're trying to achieve for the holiday season through SEO. But depending on what position you are in and how strong is your SEO, SEO strategies have already been implemented on the website, only then you invest on SEO for the holiday season. Otherwise, just make it regular for your regular SEO. For the holiday season, the best strategy would be changing your ad copies on Google search ads, changing your Facebook, make it omni impact on all your social website, Google ads, Facebook ads. So somebody who is and put up offers over there. Even if you have nothing to offer, come up with an offer, come up with a reward system, because in coming weeks and months, everybody is in the shopping spree. They are looking for some offers, they are looking some rewards. So your ads, your social, your website, they all should be looking same with work around few of the offers and promote them. Google search ads, if you have not implemented till yet, these are the best one to run. Despite many people say there is all those advertisers and bidding is skyrocket, but once you are putting up ads in a very selective area, few blocks, few miles around your location, that won't harm you. In fact, that will always bring you customers. Even if they don't bring you a lot of customers, if you have to calculate the ROI, after the season, you can see how many impressions you got, how many clicks you got. These are all the people who got to know about your brand, and eventually, in the cycle, they will be coming back to you and engage with your brand for the services. Yeah.
Um,
Perfect. And
Quick question. Sorry to jump in again. Ben, uh, I believe probably a year or 2 years ago, you did something with an email marketing campaign. Would you like to share your experience, how it helped instantly generate some traffic during the holiday season, or would love to get your input on that as well.
Yeah. So I can share on that briefly with so if anyone knows Jeff Sandridge, he's the $1 million repair store. And he's shared that with a lot of people. He spoke on it at the Gadget Repair Expo. But he had actually reached out in the groups. He had actually made a post and said, what is everyone doing for marketing? Because my emails just don't seem to be doing anything. I'm looking for something else to do. And I was like, hold up, emails are like a super low-hanging fruit. And so I messaged him and I was like, hey man, like, what do your emails look like currently? I think I can help you out with this. And so one of the big things that I saw with the emails is they were, if you ever seen them, like they look absolutely amazing. They're big emails with a bunch of pictures on them. They had DJI drones, all this kind of stuff on them. And they looked like Best Buy ads. They looked amazingly polished. And so my first thought on that, I was like, how long did he work on this? Like, how long did it take to create this, to get the images, to make sure all the links work? Because there were multiple links in there. I was like, it's pretty complex. Like, not to say that there's not validity in doing that, but at the same time, I'm like, what is the customer thinking when they see that? So one of the big things that I learned from, if you ever seen Dan Henry, actually, I signed up for his list like many years ago. I always got his emails in and they were always plain text. I was like, this dude never does pictures. This dude never does more than like 1.5 paragraphs. It's like super short and concise. And I was like, wait, I always read his. I don't read anyone else's, even though in my back of my head, I'm like, oh, they're awesome. But I never intimately knew what they did, but I always knew what Dan did. And I actually bought some of his other courses and things like that because of it. So I took that same strategy and I applied it to Jeff. So I was like, hey, Jeff, like literally just scrap your email, type in here and say, hey, so-and-so, I appreciate you coming by my store before. Just wanted to let you know for the holiday season, I have, and do a couple bullet points. And to say, are you or anyone you know interested in any of these? Shoot me a message back real quick and, we can chat. And it was literally just as simple as that. He sent it out. He had not gotten any response from any of his previous emails. He literally sent me a message back like 30 minutes, an hour later. He's like, dude, I got 10 responses already. And then the next day he was like, people keep coming in for this. And he's like, we've actually sold and seen a direct correlation where I was sending out all these beautiful emails. And now I sent out this one that looks seemingly like blank and really basic. And he's like, I got tons of responses. He even was very reluctant to send it out because at the very beginning, he was like, are you sure this is going to work? Like, this looks too basic. It's going to look weird. The customers aren't going to, and he's like, well, anyway, I don't get any responses anyways. So if I send it out and no one responds, it doesn't hurt anything. And he sent it out and literally got massive response off of it. And so that's one of the big things with patching your leaky bucket is to make sure that you have a good email campaign, but don't make it too complex. Literally just type a couple lines as if you're talking to your grandma, and that's it, and send it. And then you'll see a lot of results off of that. But that was a massive game changer for Jeff.
Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, great. So that sounds good. And it looks like we will be just signing off. So guys, if you have any questions, you want to ask Ben anything, you want to ask Saad anything, feel free to, drop by chat. We'll be here for a couple of the minutes and we'll be answering those.
And Hamid, what if we can have a poll for having a independent workshop to find keywords for your SEO and Google search ads for this holiday season and overall for your website? If many people can sign up for that, we can set up an independent workshop from RepairDesk to help all those mobile and gadget repair shops.
Yeah, definitely, because each location, each store is different and their competition is different. So it makes more sense to, look at each individual store and see what analysis and what keywords would really matter for them. So if anyone's interested, you can, number one, if you guys are interested in your own website's audit, you can sign up using the link Saad just dropped in the chat. And if you're also interested in a workshop like that, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention as well for everyone here on the webinar, we have like 48 people here, so pretty awesome. I want to say really great because we started off with like 51, so only just like 3 people that have dropped off, which is pretty awesome. One thing I want to do is I want to do a super deep dive into patching the leaky bucket with all of you guys.
Yeah.
I know in this call, just because we had a whole lot of like, well, for one, my website that looks beautiful that I spent a lot of time on, it absolutely does nothing for me, as you can see. So looking to see the transformation from that, but also, one of the big things is despite having a website that is at this point, for no better words, complete trash. It's beautiful, but complete trash. It doesn't do anything for me. Despite having a website that doesn't function, our business has thrived because we patched that leaky bucket. And I want to share, with you guys that, you may look at your business like in ways where you're like, I have to have a website. And maybe for some of you, you do, because your website has to work for you because your bucket is leaking. Maybe you have to do ads because your bucket is leaking. Like, what if you didn't have to be frantic and dumping money into all this kind of stuff? If you could patch the leaky bucket, that way, once you do turn on the website, you do turn on the ads, it becomes extremely profitable versus just catching you up on your bills. So like, if that resonates with you guys, I want to be able to share that like in a webinar solely to talk about patching leaky bucket, on how once you bring in ads, once you bring in the amazing website, it's not just catching you up to your bills that you've been trying to chase for the past month. It's now profit sitting on top that you can use to buy back your time, to hire more employees, to delegate, to now have a business that is a tool that you truly use to enhance your life. And that's really what I want to share with you guys, because that's really the point that I'm right now. Like, that's why I took the time to spend to build my website. I wasn't doing anything in my store because it runs perfectly. So I built an awful website that obviously doesn't work, but I want to be able to help you find that time as well to spend it how you please, and to really make your business become a joy to run and massively profitable, and not just meeting the bills. And that's like the really big thing. So, and that's what I'm looking forward to as well, because we're doing really well, but want to dump in some ads in here and really start to rake in even more profits and be able to spend, even more time with my family. That's a huge aspect for me. So, but yeah, I'll send out a message to everyone through text, and also do a thing on my profile. So if you're not friends with me on Facebook, add me on there, and then we'll get a time set where I can share with all of you that, get you on calls and share with you some of my resources and things like that too.
Brilliant.
Looks like we did a really good job. No one has questioned, or maybe we did a really bad job. No one wants to ask a question. But again, thanks everyone for joining the webinar. It was very insightful for me. Really excited to see how we can help repair shops improve their digital presence, because I mean, for a company like RepairDesk, we are based out of Pakistan, and we just rely on digital presence. So if if you follow RepairDesk journey, we are just starting to hire our first salesperson in the US in the 7 years, and we are now building our local presence. I mean, just to share how you can utilize this digital presence online to generate additional revenue, going from zero to $25,000, you can do that using your offline channels. But now, if you hit a plateau and you want to go to 25 to 35, first you need to fix a leaky bucket, and then you need to have proper SOPs, processes. You need to have a website. You need to rank higher, and then and we can fix all of that. So go to our website, go to digital.repairdesk.co. We offer a free audit, absolutely free. Would love to guide you guys on how we can help you guys grow. Even if you use our services, there are some other competitors who are offering really good services, but they cannot run ads. We have found a proprietary way to run Google ads as well. But really excited and look forward to helping the repair shops grow further.
Yep.
All right, everyone. So I do have one announcement to make, Ben, and we are working on a new ticketing system. We'll be launching it hopefully next week, couple of weeks, and really excited about it. And please don't go to Google and ask me when we are go to Facebook and ask me when we are launching that. But really excited about some upcoming things we have planned for you guys. So I'm signing off, and I hope you guys have rest of the great day ahead, and hope you guys crush some great numbers this week and upcoming weeks.
Thank you, guys.
Perfect. Yeah. All right.
Thank
Have a
you
good
so
day,
much.
everyone. Thank you for joining.
Have a good day. Take care. Bye.
Bye.